nights the road disappears beneath your feet. The map dissolves and the compass won't repeat. You're crawling through the hours, the weather's cold and mean, but somewhere in your chest there's a fire you've never seen. You don't need a paved road when you got a burning reason. You don't need the perfect moment, you don't need the perfect season. Just an ember in the ribs, a drumbeat in the dark, a reason why you're living. That's your North Star, that's your spark. He who has a why can bear almost anyhow. The soul that holds a purpose bends, but never breaks the vow. Through every crooked alley, through the fog and through the rain, if you know the reason, baby, you can carry all the pain. Saxophone is weeping through the neon painted street, a groove so low and heavy it could rock you off your feet. The city never sleeps, but it asks you every night, what keeps you moving forward? What's the thing you're fighting for despite? The answer isn't comfort, and it isn't being safe. It's the vision burning bright behind your eyes, like a keepsake, a mission, a connection, a love you won't let go. When the purpose is alive in you, the storm becomes a show. He who has a why can bear almost anyhow. The soul that holds a purpose bends, but never breaks the vow. Through every crooked alley, through the fog and through the rain, if you know the reason, baby, you can carry all the pain. Nietzsche knew the valley, walked it slow and proud, didn't ask for easy skies, just meaning in the clouds. You can lose the comfort, lose the plan, lose everything you own, but the why inside you is a fire. It's a drumbeat, it's your home. Dawn is bleeding orange through the window of your mind. You survived another night by leaving nothing left behind. The grind was never gentle, and the weight was never fair, but you kept your reason close, like a melody in the air. Every note of suffering resolves into a song when you know the why behind it. Even wrong days feel like strong. Let the rhythm hold you steady when the logic falls apart. Your purpose is the pulse that keeps on beating in your heart. He who has a why can bear almost anyhow. The soul that holds a purpose bends, but never breaks the vow. Through every crooked alley, through the fog Strip away the body in the street where I was born. Peel back every habit, every name that's been worn. What's left when the silence swallows everything in sight? Just the thought still turning like a candle in the night. I doubt the shape of table, doubt the color of the wall. I doubt the voice of reason and the memory of it all. But right here in the doubt and in the question, in the haze, one thing remains undeniable. I'm burning in this maze. I think, therefore I am more than flesh and shadow, more than fear, more than a plan. In the groove of my own wandering, I find the solid ground. Cogito, the only truth that cannot be unwound. Roads key shimmer gentle, like a thought you can't contain. A chord resolves to somewhere and then disappears again. But the listener remains there in the room with beating chest. The mind that questions everything still passes every test. Philosophy is furniture we rearrange each night. But the one who's rearranging, yeah, that one is always right. You can't erase the thinker by erasing what they know. The act of asking, am I here, is all the proof you'll ever need to show. I think, therefore I am more than flesh and shadow, more than fear, more than a plan. In the groove of my own wandering, I find the solid ground. Cogito, the only truth that cannot be unwound. Descartes sat alone beside his fire in the cold, dismantled every certainty till nothing could be told. But in the ash of all he burned, one ember kept its flame. The thinker thinking was the proof, cognition was its name. You've been told you're nothing by the noise outside your door. You've been shaped and scheduled till you wonder what you're for. But close the window, mute the world, sit still inside the dark, and feel the thought arise in you. That flicker is your mark. The universe can swallow galaxies with ease, but the mind observing universes floats among the breeze. You are the one who wonders, and the wondering proves the fact. Think deeply, think clearly, and the self comes echoing back. I think, therefore I am more than flesh and shadow, more than fear, more than a plan. In the groove of my own wandering, I find the solid ground. Cogito, the only truth that cannot be unwound. studied every theorem, read the margins of the great. You've cataloged the cosmos from the early hours to late. You know the name of every star, the orbit and the weight. But tell me, do you know the one who sits awake? The library is massive and the texts go on for miles. Aristotle categorized the world in careful files. But underneath the categories, underneath the scheme, lies the knower doing knowing, the most neglected theme. Knowing yourself is where the wisdom starts to bloom. Before the lecture, before the lab, before the seminar room, every truth you chase externally will loop back to this door. Know the one who's asking. That's what all the asking's for. Syncopated rhythm, 16th notes on the hi-hat ring. The bassist walks a pattern like a wise and humble thing. Groove is self-consistent, every note knows where it lives. That's the kind of knowing that a studied player gives. You've worn so many faces in the gallery of days. You've played so many roles beneath the world's approving gaze. But strip the costume off and let the makeup fade away. Who are you in silence at the closing of the play? Knowing yourself is where the wisdom starts to bloom. Before the lecture, before the lab, before the seminar room, every truth you chase externally will loop back to this door. Know the one who's asking. That's what all the asking's for. Aristotle walked the garden, talking through his thoughts. Peripatetic wisdom from the things that life has brought. You carry your own garden, you're the path and you're the ground. The first philosophy worth having is the self you found. Midnight city glowing through the window of the soul. The saxophone is honest and it needs no self-control, because it knows its register, its timbre and its range. Self-knowledge is the tuning fork for everything you'll change. When you know your weakness and you name your hollow fears, when you trace the patterns written in the earliest years, then the world outside you opens up with clarifying light. First principle of wisdom, know yourself and know the night. Knowing yourself is where the wisdom starts to bloom. Before the lecture, before the lab, before the seminar room, every truth you chase externally will loop back to this door. Know the one who's asking. That's what all the asking's for. Through frozen glass, the city sleeps beneath a blanket gray. Low baseline pulses warm against the past. Something inside refuses to decay. The sleet comes sideways, coats the cobblestone in silver. January's grip is cold and long, but somewhere in my chest there burns a quiet ember, a summer that refuses to be gone. They told me to surrender to the season, pack away the warmth until the thaw. But absurdity has its own peculiar reason. Heat survives the coldest winds I saw. In the midst of winter, I found it burning bright, an invincible summer glowing through the night. No storm can drown the heat that lives inside this chest. Coldest days remind me I am blessed. Invincible summer, alive in the dark, an eternal warm flame, a defiant spark through the gray and the frost and the biting wind. The summer within me will never bend. Saxophone bleeds gold into the frozen avenue. A lone musician playing for the snow. The notes are like a memory of afternoons in blue, a warmth the winter doesn't want you to know. Camus sat in Algiers with the sun against his face, then walked through Paris winters, absurd and alive. He found the contradiction was a gift of grace, that the warmth inside is how the cold survives. In the midst of winter, I found it burning bright, an invincible summer glowing through the night. No storm can drown the heat that lives inside this chest. The coldest days remind me I am blessed. Invincible summer, alive in the dark, an eternal warm flame, a defiant spark through the gray and the frost and the biting wind. The summer within me will never bend. The groove drops low when the temperature falls. Funk keeps the blood moving through the coldest halls. We are absurd, the universe is blind, but summer isn't out there, it's the fire in your mind. Lean into the winter, let it do its worst. The invincible within you quenches every thirst. Now spring is just a promise underneath the ice, and the city holds its breath for warmer days. But I've learned you don't need weather to feel paradise. I carry my own sunlight through the haze. Every morning I choose warmth against the cold. Every night the ember lamps say carry on. A summer that no calendar can put on hold. A season of the spirit, never gone. In the midst of winter, I found it burning bright, fades to snow, but the warmth remains. An invincible season that outlives the rains. Camus whispers through the vinyl static, soft and clear. Find your summer. It was always here. The city's glowing in a neon dress, a million mirrors for the world's success. We're counting diamonds and we're counting gold, buying the stories that have already been sold. We're looking through a lens, looking through a screen, trying to capture what it's supposed to mean. But the surface is a desert, the surface is a wall, and the shiny things don't say much at all. It's a quiet vibration, a shift in the air, looking for the treasure that's standing right there. The eyes are just a filter, a beautiful lie, missing the magic as it's passing us by. What is essential, baby, don't you see? Is invisible to the eye in this melody. It's not the colors, it's the light within, the place where the real conversations begin. Yeah, lo-fi truth, a jazzy kind of soul, the unseen pieces that make the heart whole. Invisible to the eye, but clear to the soul. It's the silence hanging between the notes, the unspoken promise in the winter coat. The way you feel when the room goes dark, the tiny flicker of a lonely spark. You can't photograph the way that we trust, or the gold that's hidden in the common dust. It's the weight of a secret, the depth of a sigh, the things that never meet the naked eye. You know, we spend so much time looking, judging the frame, the skin, the price tag. But the most important things, they don't have a shape, they don't have a color. You can't touch them with your hands, only with your heart. It's the rose you watered, not just any rose. The heart sees what the eyes miss. To The city's glowing. She passes you on Tuesday with a look you can't quite read. He orders black coffee and stares at something you can't see. The man who cut you off today, you honked and cursed his name. But under that dashboard, something burned he couldn't tame. We walk in private armor through the avenues of hurt. The smile is just a postcard of what's happening in the dirt. The colleague who snapped at you was 3 days without sleep. The stranger in the corner has a grief too wide and deep. Be kind, for everyone you meet is carrying a war they never let you see complete. The quiet battles rage behind the ordinary face. Be kind, it costs you nothing, gives them breathing space. Trumpet climbs above the rooftops like a signal for the lost. A melody for everyone who's counted up the cost. The bass stays low and patient underneath the higher cry, holding up the melody the way that kindness holds alive. The platform is electric, everybody's phone is lit. Nobody knows the breakdown that just happened in the pit. The loud one and the sullen one and everyone between are soldiering through something that your eyes have never seen. Be kind, for everyone you meet is carrying a war they never let you see complete. That the quiet battles rage behind the ordinary face. Be kind, it costs you nothing, gives them breathing space. Play-Doh road of shadows cast on walls inside a cave. We see the silhouette, not the battle or the brave. Every silhouette you pass contains a world complete. A universe of struggle echo in their heartbeat. Late night at the record shop, the clerk looks hollow-eyed. She found the groove you needed and she set the rest aside. You almost complained about the wait. The line moves slow today, but she'd been holding something heavy since the break of day. Give a word that cost you nothing, give the pause, the nod, the grace. Let the kindness be the lamplight in a complicated space. You don't need to know the story to respond to what is true. Everyone is in a battle, and so, beloved, are you? Be kind, for everyone you meet is carrying a war they never let you see complete. The quiet battles rage behind the ordinary face. Be kind, it costs you nothing, gives them breathing space. illusions, wrapped in ancient certified authority. They say don't ask for reasons, trust the voice of the majority. The church, the king, the textbook, and the talking head at night, all serving pre-digested thoughts and calling it the light. But Can stood at the threshold of the age and rang the bell. Sapere, all dead and no, don't settle for the shell. The tutor and the priest are scaffolding our walls. Grow up and use your reason when the scaffolding falls. Dare to know, have courage, use your own mind. Don't let fear of thinking leave your best thoughts behind. The enlightenment is not a day, it's a daily choice you make to think for yourself completely. Everything else is fake. The folk guitar cuts through the comfortable complacency, a chord that asks a question instead of offering a decree. The brass is bold and brassy, it doesn't wait for permission. This is the sound of reason claiming its position. You've been trusting other maps to navigate your inner ground. You've been borrowing convictions like a second-hand profound. But understanding born from someone else's labor is a meal someone else ate. You're just reading the flavor. Dare to know, have courage, use your own mind. Don't let fear of thinking leave your best thoughts behind. The enlightenment is not a day, it's a daily choice you make to think for yourself completely. Everything else is fake. Can't said laziness and cowardice are why most people stay in comfortable minority of thought throughout their days. It's pleasant to be led, oh, it's so much easier to let the guardian think for you. But you're the one who disappears. Late night and the city hums with questions in the static. The radio says things that should be treated as dramatic. Every voice that tells you what to think about the world is offering a product, and you must check what's being sold. Read the primary source and not the summary of the claim. Ask the inconvenient questions that make comfortable things a shame. Your own understanding may be rougher than the polished norm, but a truth you forged yourself is worth more than a borrowed storm. Dare to know, have courage, use your own mind. Don't let fear of thinking leave your best thoughts behind. The enlightenment is not a day, it's a daily choice you make to think for yourself completely. Everything else is fake. bleeding through the glass pane. Another sleepless city night, another restless brain. I got a record spinning low, a saxophone in my chest, asking all the questions that I've been too scared to confess. Who am I when no one's watching, when the stage goes dark? What's the fire I've been feeding? What's the name of this spark? Got my coffee getting cold, got my thoughts getting deep, chasing down the truth I buried every night in my sleep. So check at midnight, turn the mirror to your face. The unexamined life, baby, leaves no trace. Dig a little deeper where the baseline breathes. Ask yourself the question that sets the spirit free. So check at midnight, let the groove roll slow. You can't live a life you never get to know. In the lo-fi light with the vinyl and the dark, the examine life, that's where you find your heart. Old Socrates was walking cobblestone streets, stirring up the questions in the market with his speech. They said he was a nuisance, said he made them think too hard, but a life without reflection is a song without a chord. So I sit here in the shadow of a 40-watt bulb, unpacking all the choices that have shaped this fragile soul. The funk don't lie, the jazz don't hide, every note is a mirror placed deep inside. So check at midnight, turn the mirror to your face. The unexamined life, baby, leaves no trace. Dig a little deeper where the baseline breathes. Ask yourself the question that sets the spirit free. So check at midnight, let the groove roll slow. You can't live a life you never get to know. In the lo-fi light with the vinyl and the dark, the examine life, that's where you find your heart. Maybe the answer's not a destination, maybe the asking is the whole foundation. Every question bends the night a little softer, every truth you face you come out stronger. So let the bass drop low, let the cymbals hiss, there's a whole world waiting on the other side of this. The examined life, it costs you everything, but an unexamined heart forgets how to sing. Dawn is stretching fingers through the window crack, the city waking slowly, no desire to go back to the shallow water, living to the surface and the shine. I've been diving in the deep end, and the deep end's fine. Socrates was sentenced for the questions that he asked, but the courage in his questioning, the courage meant to last. So pour another cup and let the needle skip and turn. The examined life is worth the fire, worth the burn. So check at midnight, turn the mirror to your face. The unexamined life, baby, leaves no trace. Dig a little deeper where the baseline breathes. Ask yourself the question that sets the spirit free. So check at midnight, let the groove roll slow. You can't live a life you never get to know. In the lo-fi light with the vinyl and the dark, the examine life, that's where you find your heart. The bass hums. One last question. No one answers, but everyone hears a vinyl crackle, like the sound of old thoughts turning over. And Socrates, somewhere in the static, smiles. the trailhead with 1,000 miles ahead. The pack is full of everything the guidebook says you need, but the only weight that matters is the first foot leaving ground. The map is just a dream until the first step makes the sound. Every monument was once a grain of sand in someone's hand. Every ocean you've imagined was a teardrop on the land. The distance is a fiction of a mind that counts too far. Come back to where your feet are. That's exactly where you are. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with just one step. Don't count what lies before you, count what lives inside your chest. Put the compass down and feel the ground beneath your shoe. The first inch is the hardest, and it's all that's asked of you. The bass groove settles in like water, finding level ground. Lo-fi static dresses up the space between each sound. This is Tao in music, not the forcing but the flow. The paradox of mastery is learning how to go slow. You've been mapping out the journey for so long, you've worn a groove in the planning and the listing and the calculus of proof. But the Tao Te Ching is watching with a patient half smile. You've already done the 1,000 steps, you did them all in style. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with just one step. Don't count what lies before you, count what lives inside your chest. Put the compass down and feel the ground beneath your shoe. The first inch is the hardest, and it's all that's asked of you. Lao Tzu didn't write a training program or a plan. He wrote the way of water, wrote the nature of the land. Water doesn't try to cross the valley, it just goes. The step you're always waiting for is one the body knows. Late evening city lamplight on the wet pavement below. The saxophonist packs his case, but first he plays one note. That one note was the 1,000 miles of practice in a phrase. The single step that started everything. A young kid in a haze. The dissertation starts with one sentence on a page. The painting starts with one brushstroke, so does every age. The conversation that will change your life begins with hi. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with asking, why not try? The journey of 1,000 miles begins with just one step. Don't count what lies before you, count what lives inside your chest. Put the compass down and feel the ground beneath your shoe. The first inch is the hardest, and it's all that's asked of you. and the city starts to hum. I sit with what I'm thinking of, the harvest and the drum. The mind's a piece of land that will grow whatever seed you sow. Plant thorns and get a thicket, plant patience, watch it grow. The emperor wrote by lamplight what the masses never knew. The crowns don't bring contentment, it's the thinking that does. Your palace can be marble, your court can shine like glass, but a bitter train of thought will make beauty fail to last. The happiness of your life is where your mind decides to live, not in gold or in power, but in every thought you give. In the garden of your thinking, weed the worry, prune the fear. Quality of thought is the only crown that's clear. Funk bass creeps in like a question down a candlelit hall. Saxophone agrees with you and leans against the wall. The groove is philosophical, it's loose but it is grounded, like stoic meditation that leaves no one confounded. You can't control the weather or the gossip in the street, you can't control the outcome of the people that you meet, but the commentary running through your mind, that's yours alone. The quality of that inner voice determines what you've grown. The happiness of your life is where your mind decides to live, not in gold or in power, but in every thought you give. In the garden of your thinking, weed the worry, prune the fear. Quality of thought is the only crown that's clear. Marcus rode in transit, rode between the battles and the blood. He didn't wait for stillness, he found it in the mud. Every moment is a meditation if you choose the frame. Every breath a chance to start your inner garden over again. Late night in the low light, the record turns and turns, the needle reads the groove, the way a thoughtful person learns. You can skip the scratchy passages, or lift the arm and wait, or choose a cleaner record, choose the thoughts you want to cultivate. The morning starts before you open up your eyes, in the quality of what you let your half-awake mind rise. So before the world comes crashing in with all its noise and need, check the quality of thinking, that's the morning's greatest deed. The happiness of your life is where your mind decides to live, not in gold or in power, but in every thought you give. In the garden of your thinking, weed the worry, prune the fear. Quality of thought is the only crown that's clear. The clock's ticking on the mantelpiece, a steady rhythm that'll never cease. We wake up early and we work till late, walking the line and laughing at fate. But beneath the sweater and the morning coat, there's a secret rhythm, a hidden note, a little what if in the corner of the mind, a treasure chest we're hoping to find. It's not the goal, it's the hunt for the light that keeps us walking through the middle of the night. The certainty is heavy, the routine is dry, but a little bit of maybe is a beautiful high. It's the possibility, baby, don't you see? In this lo-fi rhythm, in this jazz funk degree of having a dream come true at last, that makes life interesting, moving so fast. Yeah, the spark in the distance, the light on the sea. It's the could be, the would be, the meant to be. If the ending was written on the very first page, we'd all be actors on a hollow stage. But the script is a ghost, the ink is still wet, and the best of the story hasn't happened yet. Like a jazz improv on a rainy street, the magic is hidden in the offbeat, the thrill of the gamble, the weight of the bet. The dream is the fuel that we haven't spent yet. Imagine if everything was already settled. No surprises, no almost, no perhaps. How dull the world would be. It's the maybe that gets us out of bed, the chance that today just might be the day the vision takes flight. That's the spice, that's the groove. Possibility, baby, don't you see? In this lo-fi rhythm, in this jazz funk degree of having a dream come true at last, that makes life interesting, moving so fast. In this lo-fi space, we find the spark, a little bit of wonder in the middle of the dark. Keep chasing the vision, baby, stay true. The dream, the possibility, that's the life. Candlelight dancing in a velvet room, flowers in a vase starting to bloom. We're locked in a stare, heart to heart, thinking that's the finish and the only part. Your eyes are a mirror, mine are the same, playing a beautiful private game. But a circle is closed, a circle is tight, if we never look past the glow of the light. It's a sweet vibration, a delicate spark, but the world is waiting out in the dark. There's a wider window, a bigger design than just your shadow crossing over mine. Love doesn't consist of gazing at each other, baby. In this lo-fi rhythm, we discover honey is looking outward side by side, watching the turn of the cosmic tide in the same direction. A shared desire looking outward, that's the sign. Step to the balcony, look at the street. Find the adventure in the city heat. It ain't about the ego, it ain't about the face. It's about the pace of the human race. One vision, one goal, one open road. Sharing the weight of the heavy load. Building a bridge to a distant star. Knowing exactly who we are. You know, infatuation is a spotlight. It only hits one person. But a real partnership, that's a lighthouse. It points the way home for both of us. Don't just look at me. Look at the world with me. That's where the real groove is. The same direction. Always. There's a low-fi rhythm we discover. Honey, it's looking outward side by side, watching the turn of the cosmic tide in the same direction. A shared design. In this low-fi space we find the view. Watch the sunrise, baby, let it roll. Not just at each other, but together. It's easy to talk about the stars in the eyes, to weave a little poetry under the skies. The flutter in the chest, the heat in the blood, like a sudden river or a midsummer flood. But the words are just shadows, the sighs are just smoke. If the heart never moves when the silence is broke, we're waiting for a lightning, waiting for a spark. But the house stays cold and the room stays dark. It's a quiet vibration, a shift in the bone, more than a whisper on a telephone. Beyond the emotion, beyond the desire, is the wood that you carry to the center of the fire. Love is an act, baby, not just a feeling. In this lo-fi rhythm, the truth is revealing. It's the work of the hands, the sweat of the soul, the steady vibration that makes us whole. Verb, not a noun in a jazz funk degree. Love is an act, the only way to be free. You're staying in the kitchen when the coffee goes cold. It's the patience for a story that's already been told. It's the umbrella held in the freezing rain, the quiet decision to share in the pain. The feeling is a cloud that can drift in the wind, but an act is a fortress that's built from within. Don't show me the if, don't tell me the why, just show me the how before the day passes by. You know, feelings are like weather, they change. One day it's sunshine, the next it's a storm. But love, real love isn't something you fall into. It's something you build, brick by brick, moment by moment. It's not the I love you that matters. It's the I'm here. That's the groove. Vibration that makes us whole. It's a man. Do the work. Keep it real. And there's a lo-fi space. We find the truth beyond the passion and the fire of you. Show me the love, babe. Let it roll. Not just a feeling, it's the act. I felt a spark inside a lonely dream, a quiet whisper by a silver stream. It wasn't just a wish, it was a call, a deep vibration that began it all. The heart has a gravity, a steady pull. When the cup of the spirit is running full, we think we're walking in the dark alone, but every pebble has a secret tone. It's a subtle shift in the atmosphere, a frequency that's suddenly coming clear. The gears of the galaxy start to turn, feeding the fire that you come to learn. And when you want something, baby, hold it tight. In this lo-fi rhythm, in this jazz funk light, all the universe conspires, don't you see, to help you become what you're meant to be. Yeah, cosmic alignment, a grand design, where the stars and the shadows finally align. Stranger's smile or a sudden turn, lessons in the moments that you've yet to learn. The winds are shifting to catch your sail, making a bridge out of every trail. It ain't about luck and it ain't about chance, it's the rhythm of a universal dance. The world is a mirror of your deepest need, planting the vision like a sacred seed. You know, the soul of the world is nourished by happiness. And when you find that one true desire, the one that belongs to your personal legend, you aren't just one person anymore. You're a partner with the stars. Everything. The trees, the wind, the ancient stones, they're all working for you. Just listen to the heartbeat. And when you want something, baby, hold it tight. In this lo-fi rhythm, in this jazz funk light, all the universe say we're out of time, but the clock gave us the same. It gave the sculptor and the scroller just the same refrain. 24 hours on the dial, the same for every soul. The question is what fills the hours? Empty glass of full. Seneca wrote letters from the edge of his last years. He said the tragedy of living wasn't death, it was the years. The years we fed to idleness, to worry, to the crowd. The years we lived on other people's terms and called it proud. It's not that we have too little time, we waste what we've been given. We scatter it like water on sand and wonder why we're driven to the edge of life with nothing in our hands but old regret. We squander it, but the hour's here. There's living left yet. Trombone growls beneath the neon. Somebody's burning late. Somebody's burning through the night for something worth the wait. The others burn the same hours on whatever flickered bright. Seneca would say one life well lived outweighs the borrowed night. Leisure is a gift that must be guarded like a flame. Busyness is a disguise that many wear in fortune's name. But the man who's always rushing is the man who never lives. The hour truly spent in depth is all that meaning gives. It's not that we have too little time, we waste what we've been given. We scatter it like water on sand and wonder why we're driven to the edge of life with nothing in our hands but old regret. We squander it, but the hour's here. There's living left yet. Retire into yourself when the crowd gets loud and steep. Don't lend your finest hours to the company of cheap. Choose the conversation that illuminates the soul, the book, the music, the silence. These are how you grow whole. The record plays one side and then it's done, you flip or stop. The needle doesn't wait for you to choose what's at the top. Time is that record spinning, whether tuned in or away. Seneca is asking, what exactly did you play today? Not the hours burned in hollow scroll and engineered distraction, but the hours given over to a purposeful transaction. A letter written, a depth traversed, a moment fully met. The clock is not your enemy, the waste is what to threat. It's not that we have too little time, we waste what we've been given. We scatter it like water on sand and wonder why we're driven to the edge of life with nothing in our hands but old regret. We squander it, but the hour's here. There's living left yet. There's living left yet. Don't start the morning by counting the hands. Don't spend the daylight just making demands. Checking the inventory, stacking the pine, giving out orders and drawing the line. If If you're looking for timber, if you're looking for steel, you're missing the spirit, the way that we feel. A hammer is heavy, a task is a chore when you don't know the reason you're leaving the shore. It's a quiet vibration, a shift in the air, looking for something that isn't quite there. The work is a shadow, the wood is a ghost, until you can see what you're wanting the most. If you wanna build a ship, baby, listen to me. In this lo-fi rhythm, in this jazz funk degree, don't drum up the people just to gather the wood, trying to make sure that the orders are understood. Teach them to yearn for the vast and endless sea, the deep blue horizon where the spirit is free. Yeah, the yearning, that's the real key. Salt's in the memory and the wind's in the soul. The labor is easy, you lose all control. The saws start to sing and the rhythm is right, building a dream in the middle of the light. It ain't about duty, it ain't about pay, it's the call of the distance at the end of the day. A vision that's stronger than 1,000 commands, giving the power to the work of the hands. You know, efficiency is a fine thing, but inspiration is everything. If they can feel the spray of the ocean, if they can taste the freedom of the deep, they won't just build a boat, they'll build a masterpiece. Don't give them a hammer, give them the horizon. Just to gather the wood, trying to make sure that the orders are understood. Teach them to yearn for the vast and endless sea. In this lo-fi space, we find the blue. Let it grow. The vast and endless sea, just yearn.